Hello, hello, Ms. Hubacher here to go over your Class 1 tasks for December 3rd through 8th. You are going to have 3 tasks that we talk about in class. One of them will need to be completed by tomorrow's class so that you are prepared. Okay, let's start with the one-stop reading shop check-in. This task you actually have a week to complete. And so the assignment was right there below the calendar. You open the Google form, and then you wait for your internet to load the form. Okay, I'm experiencing a little lag here. So the one-stop reading shop check-in asks for your basic information, and then it gets into some specific questions. It's going to ask you to go to different tabs, the reading log tab, the personal word collecting tab, the one-liner tab, and give me some information from those tabs. Please be sure when you are counting words and one-liners that you are only counting them if you've included all of the components. So double check before you count those up. Then it's going to ask you to choose a tab that you're most proud of, take a screenshot, save that, upload it here, and then explain why you're proud of that work by giving 2 to 3 specific details. You're going to do something similar with a tab where you see an opportunity for improvement, save the image, upload it, and talk about 2 to 3 specific ideas that you can do to improve. There are 9 questions on the form, and it's a 9-point assessment. So each question equals 1 point. If you do not give these 2 to 3 specific ideas on a question like this, you aren't going to earn that point. So make sure that you are being specific and following directions. The last question is not required. That's just there in case there's anything else that you want to tell me. Okay, so that is your first task. And then back to our calendar. Your second task is the task that needs to be completed by tomorrow. Here it is, 2.1a, reread 7th grade. Well, let's be honest. Most of you should have already read that story. In fact, all of you should have already read and annotated that story. So this is just a refresher so that tomorrow in class you are fully prepared to participate in our 7th grade connections activity. And just in case you don't have your paper copy with you, no worries. I have included 2 digital options here for you. 2.1a you should definitely use. That's the Google text version. If you would like to listen to the story be read aloud while you work on your Google Doc annotations, you could use that as well. So these are both here for you to reread that story 7th grade by tomorrow. And then finally, your last task is over here on the after class section, and this is to complete the units 4 through 6 the pre-test. And that pre-test is going to be found in the vocabulary and root patterns folder. Okay, it will only be published to you once you have had your first class. So you can see this one's published for the Silver 2-3 group. Your classes will be published when I see you. And you will have a week to take care of that. Don't forget, it's a pre-test. It's not going to impact your overall grade, so just give it your best effort so that we can use that for our data center, which you will be able to see when we do get back to school. So there we go, 3 tasks. Number 1, one-stop reading shop check-in. You've got a week to complete. 2.1a, reread 7th grade. There is the task that needs to be done by tomorrow. And finally, completing the roots 4 through 6 pretest. You've got about a week to complete that. Please email me or reach out with any questions.